and welcome back to Influence, a show all about the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. I'm your host, Lacey Gordon. Here with me today is the new Animal and Dairy Science Department Head, Dr. Christy Bratcher. How are you doing, Dr. Bratcher?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me today.
Good. Well, we're so glad to have you here. I know you have been here, maybe a month or so, new on the job, and we are so excited to have you, though. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself and about your background and where you came from and all that?
Sure. I'm originally from North Alabama, just a little bit south of Huntsville, and then moved to Daytona Beach when I was in middle school. So everybody's dream to move to the beach. And then I went to school at University of Florida for my bachelor's and master's, and then University of Missouri for my PhD. Went back and worked in the meat industry, so meat science was my background. Worked in the meat industry just for a little while and then decided that I really loved academia and wanted to go and teach students. And so got a job at Auburn University, which was great because I was back home.
Yeah.
And worked there for 11 years through the faculty ranks, and then had the opportunity to move into an administrative role. So we loaded up all of our things and moved to Lubbock, Texas, to Texas Tech University. It was a really great experience. You know, West Texas is a whole lot different than the South, and I thought that I would probably spend 8 or 10 years there until my boys graduated from high school, but then the opportunity to come to Mississippi State presented itself, and came here and interviewed, and I loved the South, and I loved Starkville, and I loved Mississippi State, and so it didn't take me long to decide that I needed to be back here and near my family and doing what I love to do in the South.
Yeah, well, that is wonderful. We are so excited to have you here, and I know you did some incredible things at Texas Tech, but we are glad we got you back to be a Bulldog. Can you tell me just a few things that you're excited about in your department, or what kind of drew you to taking this job?
Sure. So, you know, one of the things just right out the gate during my interview was the facilities. We have phenomenal facilities, brand new building, brand new meat science lab, and we're right here near the South Farm, which is great because you can take students and their classes are 5 minutes away from the building versus a lot of other universities where the students have to drive 20 or 30 minutes to get to the university farm. So that was really attractive to me. And then the faculty and staff, just, they're wonderful people, made me feel at home. And, I love that. And so that was exciting to get here. So I've spent the last little bit of time, like I said, been here less than a month, so I've been trying to meet with the faculty and go visit the farms and wrap my head around all of the great things going on. So, I'm just excited to get to know more during this next few months and feel like I finally have settled in and a part of the team instead of the new person on the team.
Oh yeah, and I've been here about a year and a half, but I got to pull that I'm new card for about a whole year. So you're already doing better than I was. Well, can you tell me a few things that you're excited about with the fall semester coming up, starting soon, that you're excited to get the students back and some fun things that are going to be happening?
Yeah, right now I love Starkville because you can drive pretty much anywhere in 5 minutes.
Yes.
And so I know when we bring the students back, it's going to change that a little bit, but I am excited for them to come back. It's exciting to walk in and see all of the new faces and get them into the classes. There's just so much more going on when our students are here in town. But I'm excited for them to get here. We have so many opportunities for them to participate in, from the different clubs that we have and our livestock judging team and even student employment. So we try to get the students at work at our units, our animal units, and at the meat lab. So some really phenomenal programs to get those students hands-on. And we have a lot of great researchers that have projects going, and they'll get started once the students get back. So not only do we want those students on the farm working, but we also want them in the research lab because there are so many opportunities to learn the research behind the production that we're doing. So, it's going to be exciting, and it's going to be a whole new, whole new experience from what it's been for the last month of coming in. And it's just the faculty and staff to, here in the middle of August, we'll have so many students, and it's going to be great.
Yeah, that is so exciting. I'm excited for you to get the students and get them back to where you can see what it really is like in Starkville when we have students here, because the traffic definitely changes. I know you talked about your time in the meat industry and all that. Can you talk about a little bit more about that and about what you specifically were doing and all that?
Sure. So I worked for a company that bought meat from the larger meat packers, and then we custom cut that to send to restaurants. And so it was a great opportunity to see that middle segment of the meats industry. There's just so much that goes into the meat distribution. You know, what comes from the farm that gets on a consumer's plate, whether it be through the retail outlet or through going to grocery stores. And so it's just a really phenomenal. And so I'm glad that I had that experience, because I feel like when you're in school, you learn a lot of things and you see it from the book. And, you know, we get to visit facilities, which is great. We really appreciate companies letting us come in to visit and bring our students. But you really just don't understand the dynamics of it until you're the employee there every day. And so even though I didn't love my job in the industry and it made me want to come back to academics, I'm so happy that I had that experience just for the short time, because I think it really teaches you what you thought you knew whenever you came out of school and you had that PhD behind your name and you know everything. So it was a great experience to see that, how the meat production, how the supply chain works.
Well, Dr. Bratcher, we are so excited for you to be here and excited to see what all the great things that you do. And we will be right back with our next guest, Alex Pittman.
Think you know egg? Think again.
We are creative.
We protect the environment.
We prepare for careers in medicine and conduct research.
We empower people and communities.
We are technology driven.
And we feed and clothe the world. We are the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences at Mississippi State University.
Welcome back. I'm here with our livestock judging team coach and instructor, Alex Pittman. Alex, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. We are so glad to have you today.
Thanks for having me.
I know that recently y'all put on a camp for students and younger kids, I guess, that were coming for livestock judging. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I work not only in the Animal and Dairy Science Department, but also with 4-H and FFA, not just in Mississippi. But what we do for that camp is it's a 3-day camp that we host here, open to all ages. We had students from Florida, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, even Arkansas.
That's awesome.
Come and join, and basically we just teach them how to judge livestock and how to improve on their reason skills and things like that. And so we have a lot of fun and games as well.
Yeah, that is awesome. And I know our livestock judging team had a really successful year. Do you mind telling us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, of course. So most of my students are in-house students. So what that means is they never judged at a junior college or something like that. So it's fresh and new. And one important contest that we take them to is the All East Livestock Judging Contest. And it was held in Pennsylvania this year at Penn State. And we were the second high team in reasons, which is very important because my kids, just learned how to give reasons. So I actually had a student, Hannah Grace Childers. She's from Alabama. She was high individual in reasons and second high individual in the whole contest. So we've had a lot of name calls and a lot of good important pieces over the
Yeah.
past semester.
Oh, that's so exciting, and I know that makes you so proud for
It
them.
does. It does.
Well, we have some exciting news coming about we are going to have a new livestock judging facility, which we are so excited for. Can you tell us a little bit about that and the difference that it'll make for you and how that'll help you?
Yeah, of course. So we are thrilled. Hopefully it will be here next year, fingers crossed. So what we hope to get out of that is not just teaching through the animal science department and classes of that nature and having more hands-on for the students here at Mississippi State, but also I hope to host my camps there, as well as the state 4-H livestock judging contest in 2025, which is opened up to all the students in Mississippi, and the winner of that contest gets to go on nationally. So we're hoping to use this in order to, just get better animals and better prepare our students for the real world out there.
Yeah, oh, that is awesome. And I know from a development standpoint, there are some opportunities for people to give to that livestock judging facility just to help us take it over the top and help us impact more students and just let it be used to its need for that. And we are so excited for that.
Right, we are.
So I don't come from a background of livestock judging. So tell me some misconceptions about the livestock judging team.
Yeah, so one of the big misconceptions is that you have to have done this your entire life. And actually, I did not do that. So I grew up showing through 4-H since I was 5 years old, but I never truly judged and competed in contests. So it's important for our students, I feel like at Mississippi State, to understand that, they may not go to the top-notch school that's well known for judging, but they can still go out and be successful. And I think that's the biggest thing to teach students, that it doesn't only teach you how to judge 4 animals in a class, because the other misconception is that's all they're doing is judging cattle and pigs, when they're actually learning how to communicate, do public speaking, but also time manage. We're gone 36 weekends out of the year, and it's a huge time constraint, so they have to not only juggle their classes, but they have to juggle contests as well.
Yeah, well, that is awesome, and I know that you have some exciting things coming up this semester, getting them back here and all that, so we're excited for that. All right, last question, and it'll be a little spitball question, but what is your favorite place on campus and why?
Oh goodness, that's crazy. So it maybe sounds a little cliche, but my favorite place is South Farm. That is, so when I was getting my master's in beef cattle management and production through the animal science department, I got up every morning and I was on a horse looking at stocker cattle. And the sunrise out there at the farm is actually the best place you can see, and it's really cool to watch the sunrise over the football stadium and be on the back of a horse and looking at cattle.
Well, Alex, thank you so much. That's incredible. Thank you for watching Influence. We'll see you next time.